Okay, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the CW show. I'm your host, CW, and I'm joined by my co-host. Co-host, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey, folks, I'm Paul, and I got to say, it's a real privilege to be serving as your guest co-host for this episode.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you took the opportunity to do so. Anyway, without further ado, in today's episode, we're going to be not decorating because it's already decorated. We're going to be putting in enemies and obstacles maybe into this level, which is going to be level 1 of Justice for All 2, the sequel to Justice for All 1. And we're going to, hopefully see if we can beat the level after we put the enemies in. But first, I wanted to show where we were in the last episode, where we left off kind of on a cliffhanger because we couldn't get those animations quite right for all the animals, or we didn't finish it anyhow. So I want to show you the finished product of what we were doing in last episode. Take a look. It was just a recording. What do you think?
Beautiful. Did we come up with a name for the farmer there?
Not yet, but I think he looks like Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. So we could just call him Farmer Ron.
Okay.
But yeah. But anyway, the thing I was talking about last episode was the Zed fighting, which was when these, like the chickens or birds, when they were in the same, on top of each other, and they were kind of like flashing back and forth as far as which one was rendering in front of the other. They call that Zed fighting, as in X, Y, Z. Z means Z. I don't know why people call it Zed, but they do, and then it gets me in the habit of calling it. But like X and Y, X is like east and west, Y is north and south, and Z or Z is, coming out of the computer screen towards you. So it's 2 dimensions, so they're all on the same, plane. So it's like, which one comes first in front of the other? And the way you solve it is you just put them on different layers. And within the software, you just assign them a layer, a sorting layer, and put them in a certain order. And that way, the computer knows which one to put on top of the other. So anyway.
Have you always been using the Unity engine to build your video games?
I have indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't used anything else. There's Unreal is another game engine, which I never really got into, but it's potato. But anyway, let's take a look at level 1 of Justice for All, the sequel. So you're in a dungeon, and what I want for Justice for All 2 to be about is it takes place before Justice for All 1, okay?
Prequel.
Right, yeah. And as you all remember, Justice for All 1 takes place after the collapse of the American Empire. And then our hero, this guy, who is me, I'm just kidding. He could be anyone. He could be you. Yeah. He, tracks down the, ruling elites that fled the country to escape persecution, and he brings them to justice. He takes them to jail. He doesn't kill them. He just takes them to jail. But anyway, this is going to take place before that, where he's a political prisoner. As you can see, he's in his political prison. This is his cell. He just has a bed. I guess his cellmate died. But he has a lot of books because he likes to read. Okay.
Yeah, and just for the sake of world building, do you have a specific reason why he's locked up, or is it a bit like the beginning of Skyrim?
He's locked up probably for his, militant activism, we'll say. As for why they let him keep his gun, like when they took him to jail, I don't know why. That was probably a bad choice on their part because he's about to mess some stuff up.
Maybe he built it out of spare parts in his room and.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm still working on the backstory. So yeah, that's a good idea. Or he got it from, because like in prison, like everyone, like there's always a guy who can get you something, you know, like in the Shawshank Redemption, it was Morgan Freeman's character. So maybe
And
there's a
not to,
Morgan Freeman. What?
not to start off the first few minutes of my co-hosting by being contentious, but you said the name of this video game is Justice for All 2,
Yeah.
but it takes place before Justice for All 1.
Well, sometimes sequels are, aren't there prequels that are sometimes called, you know, such and
Well,
such 2? Does that never
prequels,
happen?
not typically, no. Usually, like they'll get the colon treatment. You know, like it'll be, I don't know,
Oh,
something something the beginning, or
that's
something
okay. That's a
something
good.
origins. So maybe this could be
Okay.
Justice for All the beginning or Justice for All Origins.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. Justice. I don't want to call it Justice for All Origins because that like closes the door on like what if I think of like a better origin from like more like longer ago? Like what if I want to go all the way back to like the 60s, the
Okay,
50s, like hunts
so
down the Dulles brothers or something?
yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be kind of like X-Men First Class, where like it would be
Yeah.
like his grandfather or something.
Mhm.
He's come back from Vietnam and he can't take it no more. And he's going to do something about the dastardly feds.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we could call this one Justice for All: The Escape.
Oh yeah,
Because part of it, I want him to be rescuing political prisoners in this one, as opposed to Justice for All, the original, where he was putting crooks in jail, you know, like John Bolton, Dick Cheney, etc. Barack Obama, spoiler.
yeah.
Okay.
This is him getting out of jail though, so it's
Yeah.
Justice Unleashed.
Mhm. Yeah, so anyway, let's do a little tour of this level 1. Okay, so here's his cell. Okay, then up here we got just some, you know, random crap. Up here, I guess someone is having supper up here. I don't know. Over here is a nice room with some decorations. Okay, these knights in shining armor. Here's some tools and a bucket. You know, I really had to like kind of just scatter stuff, you know, around to like just not have empty space. I don't have like a whole lot of options in terms of like the artwork that I can place in here, but I made do with what I have. Here's another room right here, dinner table with a skull on it. I just kind of had to, you know, trust my creative instincts, whether or not it makes sense. Here's a kitchen.
With these areas that you've built, all of these are, I don't want to call them stock images, but you didn't create any of these images yourself, did you?
No, I bought these
Gotcha.
from I got these in a packet.
Gotcha.
Here's the kitchen. Here's a little storehouse where they keep some food. A little table. Here's a little mini library. Okay. Here's a lever that you'll need to pull to open a door. This door, as it turns out. Then we go over here on the other side, and yeah, we got some more rooms. And yeah, more decorations. Another little library. And pow, that takes us to the end. So what I want to do now is something I like to do is to make sure I can navigate the whole level. You know, because sometimes I'll make a mistake and make, you know, a jump that's too high that you can't clear. And then I have to, you know, go back and change it. So let's do this right now. Let's play the game. Obviously, it's not going to be any enemies now. I just want to make sure we can get to all the points we need to get to. So let me go ahead and maximize this. All right, how's it look? You can see it pretty good?
Crystal clear.
All right, so here we go. Can I go up here? Okay, I can go there and then down here.
And I'm not sure if you brought this up before, your previous 2 videos, but when building a level with the Unity engine, especially when it comes to kind of the 2D side scroller, can you talk a little bit about what's unique about that? Because it's not exactly like building a video game, if I have it right. It's more like you're chiseling away at, you know, a large solid block of marble in that sense and carving a video game out. Is that right?
Well, so every single one of these tiles, so all these like little squares you see here, they're tiles, and I placed every one of them.
Gotcha.
So it isn't so much like chiseling away at marble. It's like you're building it from scratch, but you have, like pieces ready to build with. I like building with Legos.
Sure.
Anyway, so far so good. Nowhere I can't jump. Okay, let's see if I can get here and open up this goodie basket. Okay, good. Should probably put something. Okay, I fell. Down in the kitchen. Do
you take fall damage in this video game?
What's that?
Do you take fall damage in this video game?
No, you do not. Yeah, I don't want that. That's too much. That's too much work. But no, I remember when I made this, I intended for this big fall to be there, because it's like you go through here and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump over there, and then you get stuck down here, and I want to put some enemies down here, so it's like a trap, but it's somewhere you don't have to go. So like you want to avoid going down into this place. So ideally, what they will do instead of trying to go that way is they will go. Oh my God.
Now, as far as the story to this video game, first Justice for All, pretty fun. You went about, bringing war criminals to justice. What made you want to take a step back instead of just going forward as far as this story goes?
I just to have, different, just something different, I didn't want to keep doing the same old. Also part of it was my, I did have other ideas of stuff I wanted to do, but I couldn't find like good artwork online that would, I would need to do those projects.
Sure.
So, because like I had an idea where he's like going into like different, like I wanted him to be in like desert climate and like other ones, and like all I have is like forest, snow, which was in Justice for All, the original, and dungeon stuff like this. And I realized like I had a lot. I didn't use, because in Justice for All, the original, there was only 3 levels that had this dungeon type scene. It was every 12th level, and I decided, I was like, I want to do more of that, because like there's just a lot of stuff I could do that I didn't do because I only had 3 levels. So I was like, I want to do more of that. So I kind of, based on that, I was like, okay, well, if I want to do more dungeon levels, then I'll make like the whole thing be about dungeons. Or not the whole thing, but at least the first part anyway. Okay, so it looks like we can navigate it all pretty well. The only thing, this jump from here to here was a little unpleasant. I might change that. I could, if I put this thing higher, then he could jump on here and then here, because like he was getting like hit, his forehead was like bumping into that and he'd fall down. Oh, I can tweak that later, but that's just the only thing that I might change if I change it. But anyway, now is the fun part, because now we can start putting in some enemies. And I think I definitely want to put an enemy right here in this bedroom. Okay.
How long have you been building games with the Unity engine? I guess just building video games in general.
Let me see. I started in like 2020-ish. Yeah, it's like 4 years.
Yeah, and you've had like creative impulses before. We've known each other about 10 years now, and that's led you to music, writing occasionally. What about video games jumped out at you? Were you replaying Mega Man or something like that and thought, yeah, I can do this?
I don't know. Just sort of like, I was just like, I want to do that, and then I just sort of did it.
Mm.
I don't really have a good story of like, I don't have a good origin story. Like in just. But here's a big whopping spider that we're going to put down there. To be perfect. Okay. Okay, so there's a spider there.
How many hit points does that thing have?
How many what?
How many hit points does that thing have?
Let's see what he has. on his health. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. My face is probably blocking it, but he has 50 hit points.
Yeah, I see it crystal clear.
Okay. Also, this is just the first episode, first level, so I don't want it to be too hard. I don't want there to be too many enemies. Okay, but I got here. I definitely want to put some here. I think I'm going to put 2 guys here because this is a nice, like, fancy place. So let me put a sniper right here. Make sure his little shoes are touching. So here, there's a tricky thing about this is that these enemies don't have gravity. Okay, and there's a reason for that. The player does have gravity, so I can.
Right.
If I go like this, when I start the game, he's gonna hit the ground.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the ground. But these guys, if I don't place them right, because they don't have gravity, again for reasons that I can explain later. If I put him up here, he's gonna be walking back and forth like in the air, hovering. So I gotta like drag him down, make sure he's right on the. I just like to get his feet a little bit below. Okay, put his boots there on the ground. Boots on the ground. Okay. So let me put another soldier right there. Soldier and a sniper. I think that's a good.
And these are American soldiers who you're shooting?
Yes. Is that a problem?
It's your video game.
Well, if you want, they can be like. How about they're not? They're CIA. How about that? That makes it better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or they could be like Blackwater mercenaries. I don't know.
All right.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Okay.
Yeah. No worries. Nothing but liberals here.
Anyway, down here is that place I was talking about where we want to put a bunch of bad guys because this is supposed to be a trap. Okay, so I'm definitely going to put a spider there. Ooh, you know what? I can put a fast spider there too. I'm going to do that. Okay. So the fast spider is just that I think that it moves at the same speed as the spider normally, but when it sees you, it goes really fast and it bites you. Okay. Okay, now I put another soldier and a sniper, and I think I'm gonna put down there soldier. I think I'm gonna put one more, like a. Well, we can decide. I'll show you the options in a minute, but let me put a sniper. Space them out a little bit. Okay.
This isn't really a question, it's more of a comment, but I think what's really cool about this show and why it's a pretty unique opportunity is it gives the folks at home to see a chance to see not just the improvements and the progress you make in the video game, but we're also making progress in this show itself. I feel like, it's just getting better.
Yeah,
each week.
it's a good show. Yeah, we still got the time slot on PBS Kids right before Arthur the Aardvark. So yeah. One of my favorite shows of all time, Arthur.
Is that
anyway? Yeah, did you ever watch Arthur?
I think I did. No, I'm thinking of Franklin the Turtle.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah.
No. Arthur is about like a whole bunch of rodents. Like he's an aardvark. His best friend is a rabbit. And then his girlfriend is Francine. I don't know what she is. Francine Frensky. But like they're all just like some like rodents, like rats. Like Mr. Ratburn is the teacher.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I called. I think I called him. Oh yeah. Okay, this guy's called an assassin. I'll put him down here too.
What's his specialty?
So you'll see. What he does is he like runs at you and shoots. He shoots faster than the other guys. So yeah, he's trouble. He's a ranger. Okay. Okay, let's start with this and just see how it goes.
You're gonna play through this level now?
Not the whole thing. I'm just gonna play through the first part, and then if that goes well. See, I might want to put some stuff in here. We'll see. and then I'll do the second half. But anyway, let's just play right now, see how this feels. You know, one of the things is challenging is I always make the levels too hard because it's like, for me, since like I know exactly what's coming, it's easy because, so it's like when I'm making it, I'm thinking like, wow, this is too easy. I have to make it harder. And then I end up making it way too hard. It's just something I got to remember. Okay.
Well, I mean, I know like a big appeal of the side scroller genre, you know, why it's persisted is because it is so much more difficult pound for pound than your typical AAA release.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People
Anyway,
love
see
that.
how this door is closed. I got to find a way to open it. Okay, so let's see. What would I do? Try to think. What would I do if I didn't design this level and I wouldn't know what to do? Okay, I'm going to just little wander around. Okay, maybe I'll go down here. Oh, nothing's here. Oh, I think I want to put a bad guy there. Yeah, because there's a bed there, so someone has to sleep in that bed. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just... Oh, a spider. Okay. Shoot him. Got him. Okay. I wonder what's in this box. Oh, good. Some more ammo. Okay. Now let's go get this. Now this green potion right here is a power-up, as you can see right here. And what I'm going to have for the end of the level, you'll see, is I want to have to be a place with like a bunch of enemies that you have to kill them all to get to the end. And the key is going to be like you got to save your power-up until the end. If you don't, then you're out of luck. Aha, the door's opened. Okay. Uh-oh. Ah, yeah, take that. Pow, pow. Okay. And then I'm going to see what happens when I accidentally fall into the trap. Uh-oh. Jeez, that guy didn't want to go down without a fight. Okay.
And like in the years that I've known you there, Mr. W, I mean, we hung out pretty frequently, but you never really brought up video games all that much. Like, have you been big into big gaming yourself?
No, I wasn't. I didn't really. Yeah, this is definitely a new thing for me. I mean, I liked them as a kid, and then, oh no, they killed me. Okay.
Man.
But that's what I want. I want people to die when they fall down there, so they know not to fall down there. But I also want to see if I can, overpower those guys.
No.
Let me see if I can kill this spider with a grenade. Ah, dang it, mistimed it. Try this again. Oh, mistimed it again. Give him a few shots. Okay.
Now, does the game save your progress, or do you have to pull that lever again and get down the? Checkpoints in the game?
The way it is right now, there's no checkpoints. It's just each level. You beat the level, and then it saves.
Merciless.
I could, the only reason is because it's hard to do I could implement checkpoints in it. It would be it'll take some work, which I could do. It's just, if I have time to do that, then I will. Yeah, I would definitely like there to be checkpoints. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the power-up just to blast these guys down here. Yeah! Okay. Anyway, it looks like, I think we can decorate the rest of it. I don't feel a need to put any bad guys in these middle parts, Maybe. Okay, I definitely do want to change this part right here, where it's like hard to make this jump. It's not impossible. It's just unnecessary. Like, it's annoying. It's not really necessary. Okay, well, anyway, now let's go add some more enemies to the second part of it, and hopefully we can finish before time's up. We got about 6 minutes left, and we don't want to cut into the TV slot right after us, which is Arthur the Aardvark. So anyway, I'll start here. This is going to be the part where I'm going to put a bunch of enemies, and you have to kill them all in order to open this door right here. Because this door is called something I invented called a milestone door, or reinvented rather. I'm sure someone came up with the idea before me. I reinvented the wheel. But you have to like kill a certain number of enemies, which you can set here. And then when you kill them all, then it opens.
And as far as the general plot of this game, you escape from custody. What's your next move for your character? What are your goals for this game?
Well, you're going to spend a lot of time escaping. And as you escape, you're helping other people escape.
Oh, okay.
Like, like real life political prisoners. Like, what's that guy's name? Oh, yeah. I was going to say Leonard Peltier or whatever. But also Julian Assange. Everyone knows that one. Or we'll probably get in trouble if we say Snowden. Remember that?
Yeah.
We were like so brainwashed to hate that guy. And it worked. The brainwashing worked on me because like I hated him. I just heard people say they hate him so much that I was like, yeah, I hate that guy too. But it's just like looking back, it's like I don't even care.
Didn't Julian Assange get like outed as a weird pervert though? Maybe prison's the best place for him.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did have some allegations of like sexual assault and whatnot. But like still, I mean, yeah, like that's separate. Like if he gets charged for that, like okay. But the point is he should be pardoned for his journalist crimes, which are not even crimes. All they did was tell the truth. But yeah.
Sure.
But yeah. And then okay, so this is the place. Okay, I want to be like 5 bad guys down here, maybe even 6. So you have to use that power up, just blast them all away. But I kind of want to use a bear, but now the bear is just too like. Look at this. Look how huge the bear is.
That's brutal.
I want to make him more of a boss. That is one thing I'm going to change for Justice for All. The or what did we call it? Justice for All Beginnings.
Unleashed or Breakout, Outbreak,
Escape. I had some real good. I'm gonna rewatch this episode just so I can see what I said because there was
folks in the chat.
Was like Justice for All, Breaking Out, or I don't know. But like in this one, I want to make this bear be more like a boss, where it has a health bar over his head.
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes a bunch of shots to kill this bear. You got to be loaded for bear to take down this guy. I'm not going to put him in the first level because that's overwhelming. But I do need to put some more guys down here. Yeah. So got 3 minutes left. I got my eye on the clock. Okay. I want to put what I called this guy an operator. The guy with the red, night vision goggles or whatever. He's what I call operator. So yeah, him. Only thing he does, I think he can throw grenades if I remember correctly. Yeah, he can throw grenades, but only if he's in that mode, which he is not. So he won't be throwing grenades. But yeah, he's like this guy, which is called assassin, which he like runs at you and shoots, as opposed to the other guys just like only walk around. And this guy with his big bazooka shoots out big, exploding things like a grenade launcher with it. But no, I want to put one more enemy here. Okay, maybe. Oh, I could put a wolf here, but that might be a little overwhelming because those guys are tough too. That might be another one I make a boss too. I think maybe we'll put just another spider. Unless
now this folder that you have open here, that's all of your enemies that you have at your disposal?
Yeah, these are all the enemies that I have created so far. I'm gonna make more. I am gonna make a bat, because when I was making Justice for All 1, I realized I had a bat. I just never used it. I was like, oh my gosh. So like, yeah, this one, maybe next episode I'll be making the bat. Because that would have been perfect for the cave levels in Justice for All 1, but I just never realized I had it, you know. Sometimes you don't know how blessed you are, which is why you need to count your blessings. Okay. Where's my spider? Okay, yeah. I'm going to put a spider in here.
Do you have any spitting enemies? You know, like a spider that spits, or a bear that spits, or an ant that spits?
No, but that would be cool. That would be real. I could do that, you know. I really could. That's a good idea. I could do that. But unfortunately, that time just flew right by.
Oh man, party's almost over. What a bummer.
We're at the end of our episode, but yeah, now would be a good time to thank everyone for watching the CW show. Hope you all are as excited for the prequel to Justice for All as I am, and as Paul, my co-host, is.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, and I just got to say too, it was awesome being here to host things. You know, I don't know what folks' feelings about Austin were, but you know, I think that Austin did a fine enough job for someone who didn't really know what they were doing, you know, but you know, what can you expect from someone who's out of their element? But no, me taking over for this round was fantastic. I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Yeah, I think you did a great job. I think Austin did a great job, and I think whoever we have next week will do a great job, which leads me to my closing remark, which I want to say, if you would like to be a guest host on the show, don't be scared to reach out to me on social media. Again, you're not going to get directly to me. You're going to get, you know, to my, you know, assistants, my assistants who all work for me, and then it'll go up the food chain and eventually get to me. But yeah, feel free to reach out, and thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye-bye.